Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Um, just hanging out. It's a beautiful day out, except it is in the 20s. I think now it's in the 30s, maybe 31, 32, but I'm not. My husband says, do me a favor, don't go out, stay home. So I will. It's going to be wind chill factors and everything are going to be below zero over the weekend. This is what we're hearing, and there's possible snow for Sunday night going into Monday. So my husband's like really glued to the weather reports now, and I don't blame him because the man has to travel in it. Um, got some Disney mail. Got some Disney mail yesterday. What I waited for from the company Toy Wiz. I ordered it last year, and it finally came, which is the Disneyland 65th anniversary Peter Pan's flight attraction. Isn't he cute? Love it. Love the detail. Love the boat. Just like our ride in Disney World. So, but this was the first one, so. And happy anniversary, 65th. I wonder if Disney World is going to do anything now for the 50th. I mean, so far they haven't done nothing yet. Usually they're pushing stuff. This is what not concerns me, but this is what irks me. So welcome home, Pete. You're home. Welcome home. I do miss the ride in Disney World because this happens to be one of my favorites, along with It's a Small World, Splash Mountain, the classics. And that was that piece of mail. Somebody had said to me, a friend of mine, brought up a good point. My husband says, they asked you, and you're gonna, the way they asked you is the way you're gonna tell them, because you ain't got no filter. I know I don't. I just come out and I say the way it is. But these people know me for like 30 years anyway, so I can talk to them in that way. Excuse me. The thing is, somebody, a friend of mine says, she says, lately, she says, I don't know what it is with you. You seem to complain a lot about Disney, but yet you call yourself a fan. There's a difference. There's a difference. I am a fan. We're not talking about the fanism part of the Disney World. I am talking, not Disney World, but the Disney franchise. I am talking about the company in general. The company that bases the brand name. I don't like the way they do things, especially now. I don't like the way they are coming off. I don't like their merchandise, the way they're handling the merchandise. I never liked their clothing, so it doesn't matter on that because the clothing is really cheap now, The overpricing, we know things are going up. Yeah, we know. I know. If I hear that one more time, it is just ridiculous. And I says, for some of my friends that insist on friends that insist on continuing the way their lives are just because they're right now. I said, you're continuing your life right now, and that's all cute and all, because you're just basically getting away with that right now, okay? So you're just going down there. It's a thrill for you because you go down there just to say that you were down there during the pandemic and you weren't affected by this. So you're living your life, and in other words, you got away with it because nothing happened to you. So I repeated that to my husband. My husband goes, because he says, I know you probably said it. Of course I did. It wouldn't be me if I didn't say it. So, took what you said to me as a jab, I'm going to jab you back. But you're doing what you're doing. And, can't really blame the guests, but, the guests, a lot of them are down there just to say, hey, I was down there during the pandemic. They're wearing shirts. I'm social Disneying. That's a cute shirt. I'll give you that much. Maybe I would like a button or something of that. Not I don't know about a shirt. Social Disneying. Now, to me, social Disneying, in my opinion, how I use social Disneying is staying away from Disney. I'm social Disneying. I'm still a fan, but I ain't going near you. That's how I interpret that one. So please understand, it has my intake on Disney has nothing to do with me still being a fan. But I am a more controlled fan. I am more aware of how much I'm spending on it. That's basically it, how much I'm spending on it. Like our trip, like I said, in September, that's going to be a bust. So we're not doing it, and it's a shame because the 50th anniversary. Yeah, you know what? But you just got to let things go. You just got to say, hey, you know what? This is enough. It's gotten out of hand. I am not going down there just to say I was down there, not just for the 50th, but during the pandemic. And where does that get you? Okay, now travel situations. Let's get to the travel situations. People from other countries now have to be tested 3 days before. They have to have the test results papers that say that they're negative before they actually board a flight to come into the United States. Sounds logical to me. Sounds logical. Guaranteed. We're all going to have to be doing that to travel anywhere. So that's gonna be a doozy. Guaranteed. This is gonna happen. It makes sense for it to happen. Don't you want to make sure that you feel secure going on a plane or on a train? And me and my husband were actually discussing our Amtrak because I miss my train. Even my husband says, he says, don't think I don't miss the train. Okay, so you get down to Florida in 2 hours and 10 minutes. But you're in it right now during the pandemic, you're in an enclosed space, tight space. Everybody's breathing the same compressed air, pressurized air. That's a little scary even though people are wearing masks. If you have children on board, they're not wearing a mask. Under 2 years old, they're not wearing a mask. You don't know what the babies have. I'm sorry. You don't know what babies have. That's scary for them too. But we're all breathing the same pressurized air. Okay, that I mentioned all this stuff to my husband. That's a concern for me. As opposed to when we used to travel on Amtrak, because we used to have our own first class sleeper car. And I said to my husband, now, I know it takes us 23 hours to get down to Florida, but, we've been doing that since 1995. Before, on and off my situations with my plane and my ear situation. The train is wonderful. The train is wonderful. We started out in coach. We moved into first class sleeper. Anyhow, first class sleeper, you have your own room. You're enclosed from everybody. You're in a private room. You don't see nobody. Maybe the car attendant. And if I have to wear a mask to do that, yeah, I'll do that. But at least I'm not near anybody at this point. So I told my husband, let's take that into consideration. Maybe for the future. We'll go back to the train again. I know, it's 23 hours. The time we've done it all those other years. Why would it affect it now? The train is wonderful, though. It is. Anyhow, getting back to the Disney situation, it doesn't stop me from being a fan as a fan, but I am a more cautious, controlled fan. That's what I'm going to say. That's basically the word. I watch my spending. I watch what I'm buying. Do I really need this? I've been saying that a lot to myself. Like, do I really need this? Makes me wonder. Am I just getting older to where, I'll never stop being a fan. That's not it. But again, you can't go buying everything at sight. You just can't do that. I want this, I want this, I want this. Just because everybody else is having it, just because it's the latest thing, or the latest bear, or the latest stuffed animal, or the latest. I just, for me, I just can't do it anymore. So, and that also goes for Loungefly and companies that hook up with Disney. I never thought that was a good idea. I never thought it was a good idea. No. It's like reputations. You're now hanging on to another reputation. And Disney, Disney is getting a little reputation. Disneyland, I don't know if the situation, something has been lifted in California. So I don't know what that means right now for Disneyland. I don't know. But I guess we'll see as the weeks go on. But it's just a matter of how cautious you really are. I'm not going to run out and buy something anymore because it's the latest thing. That's number one. Things like that. So there is a way to be a fan, and I straightened my friend out. I hope I straightened my friend out on that. I don't like the way the company is treating their cast members. We've established that. And I don't like the way they take advantage of guests, although guests don't seem to mind this because they're flocking to it. So they're gravitating toward it. It's like follow the blue light, and the blue light is pulling you. You got to go to the blue light. This ain't Kmart. This is a big company, Disney. Blue light special. My aunt, when we were all kids, me and my cousins, every time we went to Kmart, here's a funny story. Every time we went to Kmart, anytime you see a blue light, run to it and run back here and tell me what's on sale. Yeah, okay. And like idiots, we'd be running around the store chasing the blue light special. Anyway, so I covered the mask situation. I like the bling. I covered the Funko Peter Pan. He's going to be sitting right now in front of my TV set. I may want to do something with all my tchotchkes over here. I'm thinking of, there's a thing that I want, some kind of a riser, something to lift some of my sculptures, so this way you could see them better and have more like a, I don't know, like an in-depth vision. Because right now they're all flat on the, come here, let me show you. Come here. Right now they're all flat on the, flat. So what I want to do is maybe get a few rises and rise some of the bigger ones, some of them in the back, just to so that they're properly more displayed. See, like right now I have Tinkerbell and Maleficent on top of my jewelry music box. It's not a jewelry box, it's just a music box. So things like that. Right now they're all flat, and I want to see if I can lift them. That's going to be on my next project. I'm looking into Amazon on a few things, and hopefully I can make a purchase with that. All right, people, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope I gave you an explanation of myself and to why, I do things and why I say things. It's just who I am. When I don't like something, I will come out and say it, but I guess I have to explain myself a little bit better. So, one more time. It's not that I'm not a fan. It's the company that I don't like and the way they do things right now. All right. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Have a great Thursday. If anything else pops up, I'll let you know. Take care. Bye-bye.